To select the option that best undermines an argument, follow these steps. Firstly, gain a thorough understanding of the argument by carefully reading it to pinpoint the primary conclusion and the evidence used to bolster it. Secondly, figure out the assumptions the argument is resting on. These are often not explicitly stated, yet are crucial for the conclusion to hold true. Thirdly, critically examine each multiple-choice option and think about its relation to the assumptions and the conclusion. Does it contest an assumption? Does it bring in fresh evidence that disputes the conclusion? The fourth step is to select the option that most significantly destabilizes the assumptions or clashes with the conclusion. This will be the option that makes the conclusion less plausible. During this process, steer clear of some common pitfalls. Be cautious of options that reinforce the argument, are unrelated, or necessitate extra assumptions to be effective. Lastly, after identifying the correct choice, take time to explain why the other options were discarded. This is an essential step as it helps the student understand the reasoning behind the elimination process and can better equip them to tackle similar situations in the future. Argument: school uniforms should be mandatory because they reduce bullying by making everyone look the same. Multiple choice options. A. Some students feel more comfortable expressing themselves through their clothing. B. Bullying can occur for reasons other than clothing, such as social status or behavior. C. School uniforms can be expensive for some families. D. Uniforms help students focus on their studies by reducing distractions. Method application. The main conclusion is that uniforms should be mandatory to reduce bullying. The assumption is that differences in clothing are a primary cause of bullying. Option B directly challenges this assumption by suggesting that bullying has other causes like social status and behavior of individual students. Therefore, option B is the correct choice as it weakens the argument the most. Now, analyzing the other options, option A was eliminated as it more so addresses the individual comfort and expression of the students rather than directly refuting the claim that uniforms reduce bullying. Option C, while it highlights a potential financial burden of uniforms, does not directly contest that uniforms can reduce bullying. Similarly, option D, which asserts that uniforms help students concentrate on their studies, doesn't directly challenge the primary argument that uniforms mitigate bullying. As such, these options were eliminated in favor of option B, which most directly disputes the argument's core assumption. Let us consider another argument. Students should have less homework because too much homework causes stress. Multiple choice options. A. Homework helps students understand the material better. B. Some students report feeling bored when they have less homework. C. Excessive homework can lead to sleep deprivation, which increases stress. D. There are many factors causing stress among school students, including family environment and social media. The main conclusion is that students should have less homework to reduce stress. The underlying assumption is that homework is the primary cause of stress among students. Option D introduces the idea that the stress can arise from family environment or social media. This option challenges the assumption that homework is the primary cause of stress for everyone. Therefore, option D is the correct choice as it weakens the argument by suggesting that students can be stressed by family environment or social media. Option A was eliminated as it doesn't directly address the claim about homework causing stress. Instead, it argues for the benefits of homework. Option B was also ruled out because it addresses the lack of homework and student boredom, which isn't directly related to the argument's focus on stress. Finally, option C might seem like a good choice, but it actually supports the argument rather than weakening it, as it describes another negative outcome of too much homework, which is sleep deprivation, leading to another form of stress. Therefore, it was also eliminated as the correct option.